So, the Flash is on vacation, so it's an all Cisco episode. Yeah, more or less, anyway. In the episode titled Kiss Kiss, Breach Breach. Yes. This was not a great episode, but I can't say it was horrible. Cisco's a comical character. At first, I couldn't stand him when the show started, but he's one of the better ones of the cast. So devoting a show to him is not necessarily a bad idea, but it does get a little tiring when you have shows without the main character. But at least it's just one episode. So right off the bat, the problems that occur is how they write the detail of why Barry Allen is not in the show. It's because he and Iris want to have some togetherness time, and they go on vacation. Well, and they're giggling about it and everything, and it's like, he's gonna die. And they just, it seems like they could have written a better scenario for why they aren't on the show. And just, they want to spend some time together. There, that's it, But it's not funny. Oh, well, what are you going to do? The show actually begins where we're sort of at the end of the episode, where it was just typical of some detective stories where, the guys, how'd I end up here? Well, let me tell you. And it's all a flashback. Well, so, okay, that's what happens. So we jump 12 hours earlier, and then the whole scenario happens. Cisco's in bed with his girlfriend, and suddenly, here comes Breach. Danny Trejo returns and informs him that his ex-girlfriend, his daughter, is dead and was murdered. So, it's terrible. And so Cisco doesn't have his vibe powers anymore, but he does say he's been suffering some bizarre ailments of hallucinations and sleepwalking, which Breach explains to him that, that's the psychosis one develops when they don't use their powers. But Cisco says, it's not that I don't use the powers, I just don't have them anymore. But this seems to suggest that, he's still maybe some latent ability or what have you. He gets rid of the powers, but then he has a scientific means by which to recreate them. So it's kind of, are they really gone? I mean, anybody can have the powers. I don't know. So he does that in order to review the crime with his old vibe powers through the machinery and Star Labs and all that. So he does it, and lo and behold, the killer turns out to be Cisco. Oh no. And Gypsy doesn't actually return for this scene. They just had a body double. And but gee, who could it be? Well, let's just go ahead and spoil it. It's his evil doppelganger. And if you have been a loyal viewer, this is no surprise, as the evil doppelgangers of both him and the Killer Frost and all that happened a while back. And so here he is again. And he was the one that Gypsy was pursuing. She didn't realize this was Cisco's doppelganger. And so when she sees his face for a brief moment, she hesitates. And then he's able to kill her, which he does. And so Cisco solves all this. The trans-dimensional, the cops, whatever they are, the collectors, they call them, arrest the real guy. And there you go, save the day. And except for it was all very sad, yeah. So, it wasn't that much of a mystery or who done it. It just put him in a position of, oh my God, I was losing control of myself when he was all set up and framed by his evil doppelganger. And there you go. It just wasn't that great. It wasn't. The other stories is the recurring villain being Ramsey and Frost have a confrontation, and wow, how will that turn out? We'll have to find out next episode, I guess. And then Nash and Joe end up in a tunnel that caves in, and they're trapped. And you think they're going to have some discussion, and they really don't, because theoretically they're both the father figures to Barry Allen, even though this is a different version of Wells, so he really isn't. But that doesn't really occur either. It's just more groundwork for the crisis coming, because Nash is seeking out the Monitor, and I guess we'll have to discover what that's all about in the next episode. I don't know where they're going with it, because in the some of the promos for it, and you see people in their outfits and stuff, it looks like a version of Wells, perhaps it's this version, is dressed up in the pariah outfit from the comic books, and I'm guessing they're putting him in that position, that's who he is, and he's forced to witness the demise of all the universes and all that sort of thing. I'm guessing that's what they're doing. The outfit looks similar to that character, and that might be who he is. But he's certainly pursuing the Monitor, and so that's that. So you don't really get a whole lot of resolution there, and you don't get a whole lot of resolution between Caitlin and Ramsey, but you get the resolution for the main story, which is, of course, Cisco in this position. And then Barry and Iris return from their vacation, still giggly, even though his ultimate demise is coming. Meanwhile, the cliffhanger revelation is Nash knows a way to save the Flash. So, what could it be? Well, we'll find out. And yeah, he's going to be saved. They're not going to. This is their most popular show. So, and since Arrow was the first one, they've already announced it's done. So if this was done, they would have already said it. So some way or another, Barry Allen will survive the crisis, unlike the original story. So there you go. Kiss, kiss, breach, breach. And since we had Barry's vision, Cisco was in his Vibe outfit. So I'm guessing at some point his powers will be restored, or he can simply just use his gadgets. Does the same thing. So what's the point? Doesn't need to get them back. So boy, what a great sacrifice it was. Oh, I want to walk away from that, but you're still doing the same thing. And now Barry says, I want you to take over as the main superhero, I guess, of the city when he's gone. Well, you might better get those powers back, you know. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, this one, you didn't really need to watch it. So if you missed it, yeah, you don't have to make time out of your way. You can tune in next week. You'll be fine. All right, thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe, and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you.